Hey everybody, it's Teresa. Welcome back to my channel. Well, today I'm going to do an Instant Pot video. I haven't done one in a while. We have a local grocery store and you never know what you're going to find. And I'm going to make these beans. They're called pink beans. And after researching them, they're very similar to pinto beans. You can, oh, I'm sorry, there's a glare on me. I need a new background. But you can, I made pinto beans Cajun before. You can make them in chili. I mean, you could make them whatever you want, meatless. Anyway, I thought I would try it, and I don't know how old they are. Hopefully they cook in the right amount of time. But I love cooking beans in the Instant Pot. That's one of my favorite things to make in the Instant Pot. And I think beans are so nutritious, and if you do put meat in there, it's a good way to stretch your meat. A lot of my recipes have been really stretching our meat. And with rice, pasta, or vegetables, or whatever. But anyway, I thought it'd be fun, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for being here. And let's get started. This is what they look like, and this is 1 pound. And I was gonna do it 2 ways, but I decided that I'm just gonna cook the beans by themselves. And I was gonna cook them yesterday, so I have everything prepped. It's when I make beans, I just dump it all in, and it comes out really good. Hopefully these cook in the right amount of time. So let me rinse these, and then I'll show you all the vegetables I'm going to put in and seasonings. Okay, I rinsed my beans. They look good. Just dump them all in. And these were frozen, and then I defrosted them in the refrigerator. This is some banana peppers that we grew. A lot of people, you can leave your banana peppers, you can cut them in half, take the seeds out, and then just cook them and then pull them out. I chopped them small. They're sweet banana peppers. I have a purple onion in here, some celery, probably not enough jalapeno chopped, but I'm just gonna dump it all in. I like a lot of onions in it. And and I have some celery too. I was kind of cleaning out the fridge. We're growing some jalapenos too. Oh, and I forgot to say, if I'm wearing the same clothes, it's because I'm trying to do 2 videos in one day. Let me see if I can handle it. I wanted to It's Sunday, and I really want to cook a lot today. I have a lot of things prepped, and it's definitely hot here. So I just dumped that in. It smells good already. I'm going to add 4 cups of water first, and then we're going to see what it looks like. I haven't cooked pinto beans in a very long time, so I don't really remember how much water. I have lima beans down to a T. A lot of people season their beans after. I do it before. I don't think it really matters, but it's up to you. And you can put some salt. You can always add salt later. You can eat these with rice. Some onion powder, because I didn't put enough onions the first time. That's a joke. Some garlic powder. Oh, that's what I forgot, garlic. My fresh garlic. Oh my goodness gracious. It's getting late for me, so I'm kind of in a hurry. And I love to put thyme in. I have some fresh thyme, but it's not doing so well. I like to rub it in my hands, just a little bit. I love thyme in beans. And of course, you could season this with cumin, chili powder. Even if I decided to do that, I still want a splash of Cajun seasoning because it's got a little red pepper in it. So let me get my garlic. And if you watched me before, you know I chop a lot of garlic at one time, so it's always ready for me. And this is quite a bit, but I've already used quite a bit. And you just season to taste. We love garlic here. My dad says we use a lot of garlic. So that's 4 cups of water. So let's give it a stir. Because you don't want it to be not enough water. That's not a good thing. And I like to use red and white onion. I like the sweetness of the red. Right now I have some Vidalia onions I got on sale, and I have a really good dish that I'm going to make with those. After a lot of thought, I'm going to add, my go-to usually is 4.5 cups of water. It's kind of a gamble, but kind of just, and you can always season it after you. I'm going to add a little bit more. And sometimes, I usually have a certain time. I like to go 45 to 50 minutes. I'm going to do 50. Now, you don't know how long these beans have been sitting on the shelf. The older they are, the longer they take to cook. One day, I cooked some lima beans for my usual time, because it's my favorite. I have those down to a T. I had to cook them 3 times. I guess they were old. But the Camellia brand that I showed you is my favorite. So I'm going to press the bean button. I think. I don't have my glasses on. And I'm going to do 50 minutes. And of course, it has to come to pressure and all that. And then we'll be back. I have this. This is a pound of, I like to use, it's called Richard's beef and pork sausage, and it's spicy. If you want sausage, you can just, when you put the beans in this pot, just dump it all in. But I'm going to make it separate. I just decided I'm hungry for some sausage. You know, you could even cook sausage with some onions and peppers. You can eat it on a sandwich, or you can even add some stock and make a little gravy with it. It was frozen, so I've got to break it up. But I'm just going to saute this. And this is my new skillet my brother got me. It's awesome. If you can see it. It takes a little while to heat up. It's stainless at the bottom of the pot, if you can see that. I don't know if I'm showing that. No, oh, I'm dropping sausage. I'll show you one day. Sorry about that. I like to cut these up a little bit smaller. I cut them up a little big. I don't know why. But the Instant Pot makes them so tender. And if the beans are not quite ready after 50 minutes, I'm just gonna open it up, and then I didn't want to make all my beans Cajun, but it's one of my favorite ways to eat them. So I might just take out some of the beans and then dump the sausage in and cook it in the Instant Pot. It makes it really tender. But I'm gonna saute these. I'll tell you another good thing. Get some color on these sausages, a little brown, and dip it in mustard. My grandmother used to do that for a meal. She'd eat that with just some sausage with some mustard. Spicy mustard, or stone ground mustard, or any kind of mustard, if you like mustard. So I just wanted to show you what I was doing. I have 37 minutes left on the Instant Pot. But anyway, this is what I'm going to do for supper. I already have some rice made. And so I have a decadent dessert video that I'm working on at the same time right now. So I'm not going to eat too much supper. This dessert is going to be heavenly. Okay, here's the beans. I did the quick release, and they smell wonderful. And I'm trying to make sure they're cooked. Oh, that's a hard one right there. A little bit. But I like the amount of water in here. It's not too much. Most of them are cooked. I just try to mash them on the side. And you got to just taste them. But I showed you the sausage I cooked on the side. Let me put some in a little bowl and let me test them. Okay, they're not to our liking. They're too firm. So what I'm going to do is, I decided to make mine Cajun. You can do whatever you like, but I'm going to add the sausage and the fat. This is a bowl I got thrifting. I love it. The Instant Pot makes the sausage really tender. I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to put any more liquid. I'm gonna put them on for 10 more minutes, and they should be perfect. Okay, I'm gonna open it again. I did a quick release. Oh, they look creamy now. So creamy. And And when you like to eat them with rice, and you don't mind a little, I guess you'd call it juice, or let me see if they're soft. Well, they're pretty soft. Now, if you wanted to thicken them, you could like stick a little bit in the food processor and then simmer them, smash some, simmer. You could put a little immersion blender in them if you want, like refried beans. I decided to throw the sausage in at the last minute. Yeah, they seem pretty soft. If you wanted them extremely soft, you cook them a little bit longer. If you like a little bit of texture, if you like the bean to hold its shape, sometimes I like it to cook completely where it loses its shape. But because it's really late and it's almost my bedtime, I go to bed pretty early. This is done for me. So this is a little bit of rice. This is another way to stretch your meat if you like to eat rice. Anyway, this is what we like to eat. So I'm gonna fix a bowl of this. Actually, first I'm gonna test it for seasonings. And then I'll be back and show you if I need to add something. Actually, they're pretty good. Just a tiny bit of spiciness from the Cajun seasoning, like I like. But I'm gonna unplug it. And you know my favorite containers are these Amazon containers. I like to put, you can freeze in these. You have to get the right ones. They're not all created equal. But I like to store my beans in there. And they stack really well in the refrigerator. So let me put a little over my rice and then give you a taste test, and let's see how they go. See how they taste. Here's I like these pickled peppers.
These are banana peppers. Didn't Dad cut them up and put them in the jar?
Oh, are they?
I think so.
Oh, they might be hard. Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that, guys.
This is a delicious bean. It's really, really good. Got a good flavor. It's very similar to pinto, but a little different. It's got its own flavor. I'm definitely gonna buy these again. And like I said, you could make these any way you want, any seasoning you want. And this is some homegrown cucumber that I have in this. I have this new dressing I found. It's roasted red pepper Italian. It's so good. And crunchy. Anyway, I don't know what I'm gonna title this video. I don't think I'm gonna call it exactly like pink beans. I don't know how many people would research that, but hope you enjoyed the video. And if you find some pink beans, buy them. They're really delicious. And thanks so much for watching. It's almost my bedtime. I apologize. I'm a little tired. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are so good to me, and I really appreciate it. And I hope to hear from you. Comment. And I hope to see you soon. And bye.
Bye-bye.